Greetings everyone. For today, we are going to create a Python program that calculates the total order and the change based on the data provided by the user. This is for our laboratory activities in computer programming too. So, there will be four inputs. First is the shirt price, second is the quantity, third is the total order amount, and the fourth is whether the customer has a senior citizen or PWD card. So if the customer has a senior citizen or PWD card, we are going to deduct 20% from the total order amount. If not, we are going to show the total amount of order with no deductions. So as you can see here, this is a sample expected output from our program. So we are going to use this as a guide to create our program. To start, we are going to define menu so that if why I'm using this define menu function is because if the customer chooses the wrong ID, as you can see here, there are three: the PWD, senior citizen, and no ID. If the customer accidentally chose 4, which is not there or not defined, the program will restart, go back to the top, and ask for the customer's input again. So to start, we are going to use variable a as our shirt price. So input, because the customer is going to input how much the shirt costs. Enter shirt price. Next, we are going to use variable b for our quantity. Next is we are going to calculate how much is our total amount. So to calculate, we are going to multiply the shirt price, A. We are going to multiply A with B. We are going to use C as our variable for our total amount. So the to make our total visible for the customer, we are going to use the function print. Your total is, comma, variable C. The next part for our program is to create this, the part where the customer chooses whether they have a senior citizen or PWD card or no ID at all. Okay. We are going to print 1 for forgot about that. 1 for PWD, 2 for senior citizen, 3 for no ID. Okay. So for the customer to choose whether they have 1, 2, or 3, we are going to use the variable b for our input and which ID the customer is going to use. Which ID do you have? In continuing, we are going to use the if else, if, elif, and else. So let's start with if. If D is equal to 1, if the customer chooses PWD, we are going to write our equation. It's not equation, I think it's we are going to write our formula first. Sorry. E is for since the PWD and the senior citizen has a discount, we are going to create a formula for the discount. So E is our variable for discount. C multiplied by 20% if you divide it, it is going to be 0.2. So we are going to multiply our total with 0.2 to get the discount. Next is we are going to create a formula. Excuse me. We are going to create a formula for when we deduct the discount from our total. So F, we are going to use the variable F, C minus E, because E is our discount and C is the total. So next is we are going to print, since 1 is PWD, we are going to display PWD discount is 20%, and 20% of 100 is 20. Next, we are going to print excuse me, I need to cough. We are going to print our new total. Your new total is, since we already have our formula for that, since we already have our formula for the deduction, we are going to use the F, wherein the total is we have already deducted the discount from our total, so F is our new total. Okay. So in the so we are going to use G as the cash that we are going to receive from the customer when they pay. Int input cash paid. Next is we are going to deduct the next is we are going to deduct from the cash we receive the customer's total. So we are going to use variable h is equal to g minus f, because f is our new total and g is the cash that we receive from the customer. So to make sure that the customer gets their receipt, or they know how much change they will be receiving, we're going to print your change will be comma h. So since the PWD and the senior citizen has the same calculations, we are just going to copy this. But we are going to use elif function. elif_d is equal to 2 we are just going to change this, because 2, when the customer chooses 2, it is the senior citizen. So senior citizen discount is also 20%. So your new total is okay. That's next is we are going to use another elif function for our third choice. So d is equal to 3, and 3 is if the customer doesn't have any IDs. If the customer has neither PWD or senior citizen ID. Since there will be no deductions, no discounts, we are going to print no discount. And also your total is, we are going to use C because again we choosing 3 means that the customer has no deductions, no discount, so we are not going to add a deduction or discount, so we are going to use the total before the total when we multiplied the shirt price and the quantity. So also we are going to add this when we receive the money from the customer. again, we are going to use C because there were no deductions. Lastly, we are going to use the else if they, from what I've mentioned earlier, if they chosen if they have chosen other numbers aside from the given 1, 2, and 3, our program will loop back to the start so that they can choose the correct card, or they can choose the correct ID card to use or none at all. So print invalid, try again. This is where we will insert the menu. Okay, we are going to check if we are going to check for spellings and other errors. Okay, I think it looks good already, so we can start. We start running our program. Okay, we are going to enter the given here is to enter 10 for the shirt price and 10 for quantity. So we are going to enter 10. Again, I'm sorry. So we are going to run our program. Then for the shirt price as instructed, and for quantity also 10. It calculated, so here's our total. This is where we will choose which card to use. If we choose PWD, type 1. Also deducted from our original total, which is 100, deducted 20. Now our new total is 80. We are going to pay 100 pesos and our change will be 20. So if I run it again and choose a different card, which is the senior citizen, same discount, we are going to enter 200, so our change will be 120. Excuse me. We are going to run it again to try the third choice, which is the customer, if the customer does have not either the PWD or senior citizen ID. No discount, your total is 100. Cash paid, let's try this, your change will be 400. And if we let us see if our program will really go back from the start, if we entered a number not given in our display output here. Okay, let's just 4. There you have it. It loops back until you choose a number that is displayed. And that is all for my video. Thank you for watching.